Alright guys, so let's talk about watering. A lot of people do watering just the wrong way, and I helped somebody turn on their sprinkler system, and which is really easy. I showed you guys how to do that, but their system was set to go off for 20 minutes each zone, which isn't bad, and then they were going off 3 times in the morning. Okay, so you split it up like I do, but it was watering every other day. And their yard was very mossy, and the grass, I mean, it was thin, it was okay. I mean, it didn't look terrible, but it didn't look like, you know, nice healthy lawn. And so the issue really comes down to these guys. See, generally you don't have this problem if you're manually watering it, because if you manually water it, you're not going to water as often as an automatic system. But the automatic system has all these features: odd even days, every 3 days, every whatever. You could do it every day, you could do it twice a day, you could do it all day long. What you want to be doing, especially in the springtime, is watering only once a week. You want to be doing a full inch. So if you don't know how long that takes, put tuna cans around your lawn and just see how long it takes to fill them up. That's about an inch. That's what we call the tuna can test. And so that's how much you want to water each zone once a week. Now you can split that up. Mine, it takes 60 minutes, so it happens to be easy to remember. So I split mine up into 30 minutes per zone, and then I run the whole program twice, once a week. And so I get the full inch across the entire yard all at once. And the reason you want to do this, it seems like a lot of water, especially when you're watching it go down, but you're training the grass to have deep roots. If you're watering it in the springtime every day, every other day, even every 3 days, it's going to have shallow roots because it's, you know, it's not really warm yet. It's cool. It's usually rainy to begin with. And so it doesn't need the deep roots to go after that water. But if you force it to by doing it once a week, then in the summertime when it really needs it, it'll have deep roots and it'll be able to soak in the water. Now when it gets super hot, that's when you might want to do it twice a week. So in the summertime, what I do is I still, every Thursday, no matter what, year round, well, not year round, but season long, I do the full inch. But in the summertime, and it's really hot, I'll sometimes do an extra ½ inch on Tuesday, I think, Monday or Tuesday. And so that helps it recover in the really hot, you know, when it's 90 plus for a weeks on end and there hasn't been rain for a month. That's when you want to break the weekly rule if the grass looks like it needs more. But you still don't want to go to every day and all that, because what will happen is you'll start to train those roots to not need to be so deep. And then if your sprinkler system breaks or something happens and you miss a day, that's a big deal for the grass that's been used to it. So by doing it once a week, you end up training the roots, and it just, you know, it makes a significant difference. And it seems like it's such a simple thing because you're like, oh, it keeps drying out, I should water it more. Well, if you're at that point, most likely you didn't water properly in the springtime, because the roots, they die off every year, and then new ones it grows new ones. And so, you know, you got to train it every year. You can't just, you know, base it off, oh, well, last year I did it once a week, so this year I'm going to really green it up in the springtime and water it every day and get it going, because that's going to set you up for failure, and you're going to end up having issues this year. So that's my tip for you on watering once a week. I prefer Thursdays because it's a few days before the weekend, and then when I cut on Saturday, which happens to be today, it's nice and green and it looks good for the weekend. But I mean, any day really, whatever you want to do. So that's my tip for you on watering. Now if you're manually doing it, most likely you're gonna have to break it up. You still need to do that tuna can test, and it's frustrating, but you might be basically watering every day but different sections of your lawn, because if you're using a hose end sprinkler, it's just not going to water the entire yard very quick. There are people who will be like, yeah, I water 20 minutes every day and use a hose end sprinkler, and you're just not going to be able to water it enough, because hoses just, they don't have enough flow, and even if you have high water pressure, it's just not enough volume coming through that hose. So do the tuna can test. You'll probably be pretty shocked My old sprinkler took 6 hours to do 1 inch, so that's why I got an irrigation system. But there you go. Quick tip for you. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. It's what makes this really enjoyable and fun, making all these videos. And be sure to check out the ones below. Have a great day. Bye.